Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mojo, bro. Back with another vid, man. I was supposed to make this video yesterday, but I was having mic troubles. But I turned my mic on today and it was working, bro. So I'm finna bring y'all another story. Today, I'm finna tell y'all, boys and girls, I'm not sexist. I promise. But today, I'm finna tell y'all about the highest I've ever been. The highest I've ever been. This is number one, bro. Like, I was going crazy. Like, this is the highest I've ever been. This is gonna be a crazy story. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Turn the video off from me, bro. And check out my description. I'm gonna leave a few videos in there, and check out my playlist below. I left all my videos on there so y'all can watch those back to back. All right, let's get into it. So boom, bro. This one took place. I think this was about like 2 years ago, two or 3 years ago. Man, this is crazy. This mug actually happened at work, bro. I always love to get faded at work. I do this shit all the time, bro. So today I forgot if it was before I had clocked in this day or I was at the shift already when I saw, but I had the first plug. This wasn't the first plug who was from my got high and embarrassed myself. That was my first, plug, but he wasn't like my official plug. That was just a coworker who just so happened to have weed. This is my actual real plug. I remember I worked with one coworker. We're gonna call her H. She actually put me onto my first plug because I was telling her whenever I first got off probation and whenever I first started smoking, I was telling her how I can't get anything, and I'm like, how do y'all be getting stuff? Like, she always had dispo, she always had weed. I was like, man, how do you always get shit? And she was like, the plug. And I was like, what's the plug? I don't know what the plug is, but I didn't really know about plugs. Like I said, I wasn't smoking, but I just started smoking. So she had gave me bro off of Snapchat, and I just hit him up randomly. I was like, hey, I'm a friend of H, and she told me to hit you up if I wanted, some dispos or some weed or something. And this was my first time interacting with a real plug, so I was hella nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, like, is bro not gonna give me like the right thing? So yeah, I got the plug, I got the dispo from him. He was cool, and eventually bro ended up posting on his Snap. He ended up posting that he had Eddies. This is his first time posting edibles, and This wasn't my first time trying edibles. I remember trying. They have these like gummy worm Eddies, like the sour gummy worms. They have those. They have the gummy bears, those kind of edibles. But I always thought those ones were kind of weak. Those never really did anything for me. You know what I'm saying? So bro had some brownies, and the brownies had like a little bit of icing on the top. And I was like, bro, like, I gotta try these. I think the description said that they were 100 milligrams each. They were 100 milligrams each. Keep that in mind. And I remember seeing this, and I remember a few days ago, me and one of my coworkers, she's also from the got high and embarrassed myself story. Her name is A. She was from that story, and me and her were actually talking about doing edibles together on the shift. We wanted to turn up, we wanted to have a good time, get high. And she was like okay, bro, like, she was down. And eventually a few days later, I saw this on my plug story, and I hit him up. I was like, bro, I need some Eddies, come through. And I just got one of them. I got one of them because I think I told her how much they were, and she was like, okay, we could split it. I think they were about they must have been like $15. I think the Eddies were $15, which is a great price. That's a great fucking price. So boom, what happened next? Yeah, so boom, I get the Eddies, and I bring them to work. Well, no, that's cap. I had to hit bro up. Now this plug, oh my god, I'm getting PTSD from this plug. Bro wasn't really a good plug. I remember one time, I'm not exaggerating, I texted bro at like 5 or 4:30. That's when we started texting so I can get my shit. I'm not capping. Bro did not drop off until 1 a.m. It was 1 a.m. I was up in my living room about to fall asleep with my little brother waiting on the plug, and then he pulled up out of nowhere. He was like, bro, you still need that? I'm like, bro, of course I still need that. Like, come on, bro. So yeah, bro, like, this plug, he can be really unreliable, and bro can just take forever. But today, bro pulled up fast. Like, I don't remember waiting at all. Like, I remember taking these edibles really early into the shift. So bro must have pulled up like lightning. He usually wouldn't pull up until about 8. and I would hit him up at like 4. You know, so I can get my drugs before I go to work. And you know, my dad leaves for work, so he's already gone for work. I'm at the crib by myself. I need to get something from the plug. And you know, bro delivered fast. He delivered quick. So we had him at work. I paid, bro. I go inside. I'm excited as hell. And you know, I'm trying to go ahead and split the edible with A. That's the girl. Me and her, we were already talking about doing them. I'm trying to split the Eddie, and you know, I feel like she doesn't really want to do it. Like, she's taking her time. She's like talking to somebody. And I'm like, yo, the Eddie's over here if you want to like split it. And she was like, okay, cool. So I just ended up leaving it. We were in the back of the store. I was splitting it in half. I was telling her, you know, here's your piece. And I just left it in the back of the store in the corner where nobody could see it. So she eventually ended up grabbing it. I'm actually not sure if she ended up taking her part this day. But, you know, I'm gonna talk about that later. So, you know, I ended up taking this piece. It was terrible, bro. It tasted terrible, bro. I already don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate, you know. That's something about me. And it was a chocolate brownie. But it had a little bit of icing on it. I don't know where the weed was. If the weed was just in the icing, or the weed was actually in the browning, or was it just everything? So, you know, I take that. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna cap. Whenever I had split this brownie in half, I kind of gave myself a little bit of a bigger piece because, you know, I spent my money on it, and you know, I capped to A and told her that I split it like down in half in the middle. So yeah, bro, I get the Eddie, I take it, boom, I slam it, I ate it all in one bite. I was like, you know what, let's go, bro. And I think I forgot what video I talked about this in. I think it was the ecstasy video. Like, I get really impatient whenever it comes to, you know, whenever it comes to my drugs hitting, whether it's been, you know, pills or edibles or anything like that. I get real impatient when it comes to my drugs hitting me. So, you know, I'm sitting here waiting for this edible to hit. I'm starting to get pissed. I'm like, bro, like, this is taking forever. It's been like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm just getting super impatient. So, you know, eventually, I remember I'm in the back of the store. And, you know, in the back of our store, we have like a little printer that you can make labels on. But I figured out you could watch YouTube videos on that bitch. So sometimes whenever there's no one around, I just be watching YouTube videos on this fucking computer, high as hell. So I'm watching ankle breaker highlights while I'm waiting for the Eddie to kick. I'm in the back. No one's back there. I'm chilling. And, you know, bro, while I'm watching these ankle breaker highlights, it just gets funnier and funnier to me every time a player falls. Like, I'm audibly laughing out loud. I'm just in the back fucking dying. I must have sounded like a psychopath because there was no one back there with me, and I'm just in the back by myself laughing. Like, they didn't know that I was on my tablet, so I probably looked fucking stupid or crazy. So, bro, every time a player fell, it just got funnier and funnier to me. And then I just realized, I was like, oh shit, like, these Eddies are kicking. Like, I must be faded, bro. So yeah, bro, I get to doing dumb shit, bro. I just get to laughing all day. It was just funny as hell, bro. And you know, I eventually ended up remembering. I remember at the time I also was starting to do Xans. I was starting to do Xans, but I wasn't really into them. This is whenever I was really scared of Xans. I remember talking about in my first time doing a Xans video how I would always be like scared to do the Xans, bro, because, you know, I didn't know what would happen. But this day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a Xan. I guess the Eddie just helped me relax. So I remember that I had a Xan on me. I remember I had a Xan and a half in my wallet. I always kept them in my wallet. I don't know why. I just kept them in my wallet. I just felt like they were safe right there, and I had forgot about it because I was real nervous about taking these. So I took one, bro. I popped the whole Xan while I was on this edible, and I'm coming up, bro. I'm talking to all my coworkers. I'm just laughing. I was laughing at everything. I was laughing uncontrollably. Like, this was like the funniest shift I've ever had. And everything that I was saying, everything that people were saying to me and everything that I was saying to people, I had a joke for it. I was just cracking jokes all fucking day. I'm laughing, I'm smiling. It was great. I was having a great time at work, bro. I was so fucking high. So eventually, I ended up getting like super fucking tired. Like, I was laughing so hard and talking so much that I was like out of breath, nigga. So I go to the bathroom and look at myself, bro. I look in the mirror, I am fucked up. I am fucked up with a capital F, bro. Like, my eyes are red as shit. I'm breathing hard as hell and I'm sweating. I'm sweating bullets. Like, my face is like drenched. I'm like, damn, like, yo, I'm going crazy. I was high as hell, man. Like, I wasn't even doing my job this day. I remember too. I remember whenever it was time to leave, I was still high. By the way, I was high for the whole rest of the shift. And like I said, the girl A, I don't think she took her edible because, bro, she was acting normal like the whole shift. Like, she didn't look like she was getting higher. And I'm pretty sure she just kept her half for later. I guess she didn't want to take her half at work, but I took my half. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm getting cracking, and you know. Bro, I didn't get none of my work done that day. I remember leaving hella late. Like I was hella behind on everything. I was just up front talking to my coworkers all day, just cracking jokes, just being funny. And I was fucking grubbing. Like, at our job, you're not really supposed to get free food, but certain managers didn't give a fuck. I didn't care if there was a manager who would get me in trouble if I ate food. I didn't give a fuck that day. I was munching. I didn't care about anything. I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I want a burrito. I want something like I want food right now. I was tearing it up, bro. So yeah, bro. You know, at the end of the shift, I'm still faded. I remember just leaving and going home. And whenever I got to the crib, this is how I know I was fucked up. I just passed out, bro. I didn't get anything else to eat. I didn't, you know, play video games, you know, because I like to get faded and play video games. It gets me hella immersed. I feel like I'm in the game. No, I went straight to sleep, bro. I was knocked out. I was done for after that. I was too faded. So yeah, bro. That was the story. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Check out my playlist. I got all my videos in there. And check out the description down below, bro. I'm going to leave a few videos in there for y'all. And yeah, bro. I love you guys. And peace.